My goodness, it's hot, I tell you. Oh, I need to warm up some food for dinner. Oh. We have to finish. We need to. Oh no, where did we leave off? I think I turned the page. Oh, so good. We have to finish our book, guys. Not finish it tonight, but you know what I'm saying. Did I turn the page? Yes, I did. But did we read that? Mission. Okay, so. Oh. Okay, I think that's where we left off. Hello, baby carrot. How are you? You know what? I'm gonna turn this around and heat my food up while people are coming in to say hello, and then we'll start reading our book. We gotta keep going with that book. We have to. Ugh, God, I feel fat. I feel so fat today. You know how you have just days where you feel gross? You feel like you're a bloated balloon? That's how I feel. I feel like a big fat bloated balloon. That's what I feel like. Okay. Nobody. Maybe I should wash this dish out and keep it to you know, use. That might be a good idea. My maintenance guy is going out of town tomorrow for assistance somewhere else. Thank God. Because I tried to be really nice to him today, and I think it kind of backfired on me a little because, I tell you, I was trying to be nice, and I went and picked up our lunch, right? I got Thai food for lunch. But then one of my residents, they came back from having dinner, and they brought me their Chinese food. Oh my gosh. So I had Thai food for lunch, and I was not impressed with this place I got the Thai food. So their chicken satay was terrible. So I went and picked up our lunch, and we sat in the community room and ate lunch. And then, I went back to work a little bit earlier than my hour because I never take a whole hour. And he never comes back early, ever. And all of a sudden, he's like, well, he's down in the office with me. And he's like, I'll come back in. I'll come back too. And he just has to be sitting with me constantly. I swear today he must have been in that office for about 2 hours total. And so at the end of the day, I was like, he was standing there, came in the office after I had the door shut. He was messaging on his phone. He left the office door open, standing there, and I'm like, are you done? He goes, no, I'm just waiting. I'm like, for what? He goes, to clock out. And I'm like, it's not time for you to clock out yet. It's not time to go. And I said, and I'm in the middle of something, and it had to do with the budget, and I could not stop, right? And he's like, okay, well, okay. And then I said something, and I'm like, well, it's just frustrating. I said, because you keep coming in and opening and closing the door and opening and closing the door. I'm trying to concentrate. I can't focus when that's going on. He's like, okay, I'm not trying to bug you. I'm like, but it is bugging me. Like, I'm dealing with the budget right now. I can't be disturbed. And so, I don't know, he him and hawed a little bit. And then I was like, he was like, Did I do something to upset you today? I'm telling you, he acts like we're fucking boyfriend and girlfriend. And I'm like, no, you didn't do anything to upset me, but this is upsetting me. I said, the one thing that upsets me is you're constantly in the office. You're the maintenance guy. You don't need to be in the office with me all the time. And I swear he just finds reasons. I'm not exaggerating. I really believe this. I believe he finds reasons to come into the office. Like another time he came in there and he was filling out work orders, whatever. I'm like, you can do that in your shop upstairs. Why are you sitting here? It's like, oh my God. Sometimes just his face just irritates me. I don't know. It's annoying. Thank you, Doy. Need a big lock on that. Yes. So what is it? You got a man? What's that? Remember that song? I got a man. What your man got to do with me? I got a man. I ain't trying to hear that, see? Hey, Wes. I think society and school teaches us how to be good dogs, not the wolf's dog. Be a good work slave. Listen to your master and you'll be fed. Wolf, I'll just go hunt and get my own food. Would you rather fight 40 bats or 3 kangaroos? 3 kangaroos. Thank you very much. Hold on a second. 1 second. Amen. Okay. It's just been a rough day. Ew. I don't know. Colby and Layla, hello. I'm your wife? Really? I don't see a ring on it. But my freaking fingers are swollen from my arthritis. Yes, I have arthritis. Don't make fun of me. This is good, you guys. Tanny, within reason. Oh God, here come the nasty. Hey, lowlife, I'm eating some Chinese food. I am old. Probably old enough to be your grandmother. 56. Guess your country? I don't have Instagram. You're hungry? Okay, here. Here you go. Give me a hint. Yeah. I did say hi. And I did tell you how old I am. You guys, we're going to read our book, okay? Jordan is orange chicken. I feel like I have a hair on me. And Singapore chow mein. That I love Italian. I prefer Italian food too, but a friend of mine gave me this, so Free Willy. What's a bindi? You guys remember that movie, Free Willy? What's a bindi? Like sticker? Well, thank you for the hearts, you guys. Thank you for tapping that. Tapping that. Sorry. Through boundless freedom, unadulterated conviction, and rightful intention, honor thyself. Amen. How tall am I? Guess. Guess how tall I am. Huh? Guess. It does. It's very good. What we munching on? Chinese food. My day was good. How was yours day? Yours day. 5'7"? No. Jamie says 2.5 inches. No, honey. I'm not that short. You keep it between your eyebrows and... Oh. Should I put it there? I'm 5'4". I'm short. Free Willy says, nope, don't do that. I'm almost done. We're going to read the book that we were reading the other night, you guys. And you're going to learn something. 7-6. Hey, Rob. Amber. Rob, you want a bite? Here, want a bite? This is a book. Okay? Willard, hello. It's called Setting the Record Straight. American History in Black and White. You're going to be my ball? Are you the chain? You gave me a hint? Oh, you're Indian. Indian. What does that do, Rob? What does that do when you click that? Because when you brought up that dot, that's Indian, Hindu, right? I think that deserves a super chat. I'm just kidding. Hey, I could give you guys super chats. And Sheila says if she knows, she knows. On India, I think there's a lot of very nice Indian people. I do. No, Brian. Play for your grandpa, Kaylee? What's wrong with your grandpa? I'm not going to drop my clothes. Sorry. And believe me, you would appreciate me telling you that. You don't want to see me dropping my clothes, believe me. Do I poop? You guys are gross. Next. I don't care. I'm almost done, then we can read. Hi, Josh. This chat needs to calm down. Right, Sheila? Yes. Believe me, nobody wants me to remove my clothes. Mm-mm. Oh, no. I will pray for him. That's sad. He has a blood clot. So, Kaylee, obviously you're a youngster. I will pray for your grandfather. But we can't have kids in here, honey. Don't take it. I don't take it where. Hey, I say all the time women are hot or gorgeous. You know what I mean? Just because we can appreciate the beauty in someone doesn't mean that we want to be with them sexually. You know what I mean? There's beautiful people everywhere. So thank you. One more. I'm done. Okay? One more. Now I feel even fatter. Eat the fork. Okay, you're a child, obviously, so I get rid of you. All right. I have to soak this. I look 20. I was 20 about 36 years ago. Mm-hmm. All right. You guys, that was some good food. Normally I don't even like orange chicken, but chicken butt. Did you get it? Chicken butt? Okay. Now, I don't want to hear anything. I thinking you're different respect. Well, thank you, Sheila. Hey, Donna. We got people, people in here. Donna, you're not a mod, honey? Why did I think you were a mod? No, I didn't. Jim's back. Hey, Jim. There's something going on with it. I hate it. Now I feel like I have to brush my teeth. I just brushed them because I woke up from a little cat nap. Now I feel like I gotta brush them again. No, Starlight, I'm sorry. Only people I know. I don't date young. I'm not. But my old account I was. Remember, I'm not sure. No, it doesn't show you are one now. But you're Donna for sure, right? I'm going to add you as moderator, okay, honey? Okay, honey. You should be turning blue. There you are. Okay. I thought for sure you were a mod as well, but that's okay. We fix it. I guess I should have asked you first. Okay, if those of you who don't like to hear reading, okay, if you don't like to hear people read to you, exit stage left now, because I don't want to hear any bitching and complaining. Oh, this is boring. Why are you reading? You can leave the stream now. I'm letting you know ahead of time. Baby carrot, yes. What do you guys like? Older women like hobbies or what you like doing? I like hiking. The book is called Setting the Record Straight, American History in Black and White. I have all kinds of books, you guys, and I know like there are certain people that can't sit and read a book, but they can either listen to one, or they can have someone read to them. I've never moderated before, so you may have to give me a cue when I need to that. So, but okay, Vanessa. So, honey, when someone comes in and says, "Oh, your tits are big," or excuse me, "Oh, what D size do you like?" or that kind of stuff, just automatically get rid of them. If they're just being playful but not flat out disgusting, then keep them. But if they're being nasty, hello. Okay, so we're going to start where we left off. I'm not going to read a whole bunch, just a couple pages, okay? Please, what? I'm bad. Keep an eye on me. Uh-oh. Jim's bad. Jim, be nice tonight, okay? Be nice tonight. Also, you guys, just so you know, my super chats are open, or my Cash App is in my description of the video. If you want to send a chip, if you want to send a chip, if you want to send a tip, it's there. I am reading nerd. I would try hearing you reading. Okay, good. So we're going to start where we left off the other night, okay? A similar omission occurs when the signers of the Declaration of Independence are discussed. For example, if asked to list the slave-owning founding fathers among the signers, no one would hesitate to name Thomas Jefferson. But if asked to name a second slave owner from among the 56, few other names would be mentioned. And if asked to name the anti-slavery leaders who signed the Declaration, probably no one would mention Samuel Adams or Stephen Hopkins or Benjamin Rush or Elbridge Gerry or James Wilson or John Adams or Roger Sherman or Benjamin Franklin or John Witherspoon or the many other anti-slavery founders. To identify these individuals, see illustration on next page. I will show you that. Today, Black history too often is presented just from a Southern viewpoint, describing only slavery and its atrocities, as well as the numerous civil rights violations that continued well beyond the end of slavery. Yet there was also what may be called a Northern viewpoint, with many praiseworthy events, and to be completely accurate in the telling of Black history, the story must be told not only of the martyrs, but also of the heroes, just as was done by famous Black historians such as William Nell, Carter Woodson, Benjamin Quarles, Joseph Wilson, Booker T. Washington, Edward Johnson, and others. One of the world's oldest history books, the Bible, offers a good lesson on this point and affirms the approach taken by these Black historians. All know the Bible story of David's victory over Goliath. Yet the Bible also tells the story of David's adultery with Bathsheba and his failure with his son Absalom. If only David and his failures were mentioned, that would not be the complete story. On the other hand, if only David and his victories were listed, neither would that be the complete story. It takes all sides of a story to see the full, accurate picture. So the Bible and early writers in Black history illustrate the principle that the good, the bad, and the ugly must be presented in order to transmit the full story, not only of history in general, but of African American political history in particular, which is the policy that will be pursued in this work. In this chronological journey through many momentous events in Black political history, both the people and the issues involved in those early events will be examined. Although the history of Black Americans begins in 1619 with the arrival of the first slaves in America, the political history of Black Americans actually begins much later in 1787. 1787, you guys. Can you, I mean, it's 2025, and they're talking about 1787. No, it's not a DEI story. Come on. The year in which the American political system was constructed. The year in which the Constitution was written. Today, many critics assert that the Constitution was a pro-slavery document. And to prove this, they point to the 3/5 clause, claiming that the Constitution says that blacks are only 3/5 of a person. One of the earliest Black Americans to investigate this claim was the famous I can't ever pronounce words sometimes. Abolitionist, you know what I'm saying. That word. Frederick Douglass. Douglass had been born into slavery and remained a slave until he escaped to New York in 1838. You know what's weird is I know the word, and if I wasn't trying to read it, I could say it. But for some reason, my mouth won't pronounce it. I think I have a learning disability, you guys. I really do. I just almost said it. Abolitionist. Okay, I got it. 3 years after his escape, he delivered an anti-slavery speech in Massachusetts. He was promptly hired to work for the state's anti-slavery society, and he also served as a preacher at Zion Methodist Church. During the Civil War, Douglass helped recruit the first Black regiment to fight for the Union. And he advised Abraham Lincoln on the Emancipation Proclamation and other important issues. Following the Civil War, Douglass received presidential appointees from Republican presidents Ulysses S. Grant, Rutherford B. Hayes, and James A. Garfield. Democratic President Grover Cleveland removed Frederick Douglass from office, but Republican President Benjamin Harrison reappointed him. During Douglass's first years of freedom, he studied at the feet of abolitionist William Lloyd Garrison, who taught him that the Constitution was a pro-slavery document. Douglass accepted this claim, and his early speeches and writings reflected that belief. However, Douglass later began to research the subject for himself. He read the Constitution. He read the writings of those who wrote the Constitution, and what he found revolutionized his thinking. He concluded that the Constitution was not a pro-slavery, but an anti-slavery document. He explained, and I want you people to listen to this, okay? We're reading. Some people could use some, yes, reading history. Thank you. Reading history. Some people don't know, and they just go along with the narrative, what they're told. You do some research, guys. Okay, this is how he explained it. I was, on the anti-slavery question, fully committed to the doctrine teaching the pro-slavery character of the Constitution. I advocated it with pen and tongue, according to the best of my ability. Upon a reconsideration of the whole subject, I became convinced that the Constitution of the United States not only contained no guarantees in favor of slavery, but on the contrary, it is in its letter and spirit an anti-slavery instrument, demanding, there's that word again, abolition of slavery as a condition of its own existence as a supreme law of the land. Here was a radical change in my opinions, brought directly when I escaped from slavery into contact with a class of abolitionists regarding the Constitution as a slaveholding instrument. It is not strange that I assumed the Constitution to be just what their interpretation made it. But I was now conducted to the conclusion that the Constitution of the United States was not designed to maintain and perpetuate a system of slavery, especially as not one word can be found in the Constitution to authorize such a belief. Douglas therefore concluded the Constitution is a glorious liberty document. Read its preamble. Consider its purpose. Is slavery among them? Is it at the gateway or is it in the temple? It is neither. If the Constitution were intended to be, by its framers and adopters, a slaveholding instrument, why neither slavery, slaveholding, nor slave can anywhere be found in it? Now take the Constitution according to its plain reading, and I defy the presentation of a single pro-slavery clause in it. On the other hand, it will be found to contain principles and purposes entirely hostile to the existence of slavery. But if the Constitution is not pro-slavery, then what about the 3/5 clause? Had Douglas not read that clause? Yes, he had. Then how could he conclude what he did about the Constitution? Douglas understood that the 3/5 clause dealt only with representation and not the worth of any individual. The Constitution had established that for every 30,000 inhabitants in a state, that state would receive one representative to Congress. The Southern states saw this as an opportunity to strengthen slavery since slaves accounted for much of the Southern population. Almost half the inhabitants of South Carolina were slaves. Therefore, slave owners could simply count their slaves as regular inhabitants, and by doing so, could greatly increase the number of their pro-slavery representatives to Congress. Of course, the anti-slavery founders from the North strenuously objected to this plan. After all, slave owners did not consider their slaves to be persons, but only property. These slave owners were therefore using their property to increase the power of the slave states in Congress. The anti-slavery leaders wanted free blacks counted, but not slaves if counting slaves would increase the power of slave owners. They understood that the fewer the pro-slavery representatives to Congress, the sooner slavery could be eradicated from the nation. Governor Morris, a signer of the Constitution and a strong opponent of slavery, therefore argued, upon what principle is that the slaves shall be computed in the representation? Are they men? Then make them citizens and let them vote. But the admission of the slaves into representation comes to this, that the inhabitant of Georgia and South Carolina who goes to the coast of Africa and, in defiance of the most sacred laws of humanity, tears away his fellow creatures from their dearest connections and damns them to the most cruel bondage, shall have more votes in a government instituted for protection of the rights of mankind than the citizen of Pennsylvania or New Jersey, who views with a praiseworthy horror so nefarious, wicked a practice. Morris objected to counting slaves because he did not want to reward slaveholders and increase their power. Another ardent anti-slavery delegate at the Constitutional Convention, Luther Martin, similarly explained, no principle can justify taking slaves into computation in calculating the number of representatives a state should have in the government. It involves the absurdity of increasing the power of a state in making laws for free man in proportion as the state violates the rights of freedom. It encourages the slave trade and makes it the interest of the states to continue that infamous, vile traffic so that slaves could not be taken into account as men or citizens. Several other founders, including James Wilson and Elbridge Gerry, even used the slaveholders' own arguments against them. For example, Luther Martin proposed If the slaves were to be taken into account as property, then what peculiar circumstance should render this property entitled to the high privilege of conferring consequence and power in the government to its possessors rather than any other property? That is, why should slaves as property be taken into account rather than horses, cattle, mules, or any other type of property? These anti-slavery founders argued that if the South was going to count its property in order to get more pro-slavery representation in Congress, then the North would count its property, that is, its sheep, cows, and horses, to get more anti-slavery representation in Congress. Of course, the South objected just as strongly to this proposal as the North had objected to counting slaves. The final compromise was that only 60% of slaves, that is, 3/5 of slaves, would be counted. That's the 3/5 rule, right? Would be counted to calculate the number of Southern representatives to Congress. In other words, it would take 50,000 slaves rather than just 30,000 before slaveholding states could get an additional representative in Congress, thus greatly reducing the number of representatives to Congress from states with extraordinarily large slave populations. This, then, is the 3/5 clause. It had nothing to do with the worth of any individual. In fact, free blacks in the North and the South often were extended the full rights of a citizen and regularly voted, both in the North and the South. The 3/5 clause had to do only with the representation. It was an anti-slavery provision designed to limit the number of pro-slavery representatives in Congress. This is why Frederick Douglass, unlike many Americans today who have never taken the time to study the Constitution, could therefore emphatically declare that the Constitution, all of the Constitution, was anti-slavery. In 1789, following the ratification of the Constitution, Congress expanded its fight to end slavery by passing the Northwest Ordinance. That law, establishing how territories could become states in the new United States, forbade slavery in any of the federal territories then held, and for this reason, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Iowa, Minnesota, Michigan, and Wisconsin all eventually came into the nation as free states, even though some slave states were dividing their own state to form new slave states from the old ones, such as Kentucky being formed out of Virginia or Tennessee from North Carolina on the federal level. Progress was being made toward ending slavery and achieving full civil rights for Black Americans. Thank you for the thumbs up, guys. No, you can speak on it, but you can't. That's terrible. Martello, you were here the other night, weren't you? Greetings from Antarctica. What's going on in Antarctica, guys? Another important event in Black political history occurred 3 years later in Hi, Wyme. Cheese. I am not a teacher. In 1792, according to the website of the Democratic National Committee, the Democratic Party was started by Thomas Jefferson. The Democratic Party definitely played a role in Black political history, a role that will be examined shortly. You know, the Democrats want to say it was, you'll just, if you're not interested in learning about this, you're not going to hurt my feelings if you leave, believe me. So, you look Jewish. Are you controlled opposition? Oh my goodness. No, I'm not a teacher. Greetings from Wakanda. Greetings. Oh, don't you hate it when your nail splits? Ooh. I love to read, and I know other people like to read, but they don't have time. Hey, The Guardian. Okay, in 1808, Congress continued its fight against slavery by abolishing the slave trade. A famous sermon commemorating the pushing an agenda. The truth? Wait. Yeah, my agenda is the truth. Damn it, Dave, whatever your name is. You had me in second grade too. Okay. Where am I? Commemorating the abolition of the slave trade was given by the Reverend Absalom Jones, the first black bishop of the Episcopal Church in America. His sermon was delivered in the famous St. Thomas Church. St. Thomas Church, the first black church in Philadelphia, was built in 1792 under the leadership of three famous Americans. One was the Reverend Absalom Jones, another was Dr. Benjamin Rush, a signer of the Declaration of Independence and a co-founder, along with Benjamin Franklin, of the first Abolition Society in America. And the third was Reverend Richard Allen, a famous black minister who regularly preached at a large white megachurch before he started his famous Bethel Church and birthed the AME denomination. These three remarkable Americans helped build the church where this famous sermon on Congress's abolition of the slave trade was preached. That sermon was powerful, and Bishop Jones began it with a scripture. Exodus 7 and 8. Exodus 3, 7 and 8. And the Lord said, I have surely seen the affliction of my people, and have heard their cry by reason of their taskmasters, for I know their sorrows, and I am come down to deliver them. These words, my brethren, contain a short account of some of the circumstances which preceded the deliverance of the children of Israel from their captivity and bondage. They mention, in the first place, their affliction. This consisted in their privation of liberty. Our text mentions, in the second place, that in this situation they were not forgotten by the God of their fathers and the Father of the human race. Our text tells us that he saw their affliction and heard their cry, and was so much moved that with what he saw and what he heard, that he came down from heaven in his own person in order to deliver them. The God of heaven and earth is the same yesterday and today and forever. Hebrews 13:8. He has seen the affliction of our countrymen with an eye of pity. He has seen the anguish which has taken place when parents have been torn from their children and children from their parents, and conveyed with their hands and feet, bound in fetters, on board of ships prepared to receive them. He has seen them exposed for sale, like horses and cattle upon the wharves. He has seen the pangs of separation between members of the same family. Though masters and mistresses have been deaf to their cries and shrieks, they have been heard in heaven. The ears of Jehovah have been constantly open to them. He has heard the prayers that have ascended from the hearts of his people, and he has, as in the case of his ancient and chosen people, the Jews, come down to deliver our suffering countrymen from the hands of their oppressors. He came down into the Congress of the United States last winter when they passed a law, the operation of which commences on this happy day. In behalf of our brethren, it becomes us this day to offer our united thanks. Let the song of angels, which was first heard in the air at the birth of our Savior, Luke 2:13-14, be heard this day in our assembly. Let us sing the psalms unto him and talk of all of his wondrous works. Let the 1st of January, the day of the abolition of the slave trade in our country, be set apart in every year as a day of public thanksgiving. And when our children shall ask in time to come, saying, what mean the lessons, the psalms of the prayers, the praises, and the worship of this day? Let us answer them by saying, the Lord, on the day of which this is the anniversary Abolish the trade which dragged your fathers from their native country and sold them as bondmen in America. Very few today know that in 1808 Congress abolished the slave trade, or that Bishop Absalom Jones delivered such a compelling sermon. Although slavery still had not been abolished in all the states, things definitely were moving in the right direction, yet a major reversal was about to occur. By 1820, most of the founding fathers were dead, and Thomas Jefferson's party, the Democratic Party, had become the majority party in Congress. With this new party in charge, a change in the congressional policy emerged. Recall that the 1789 law prohibited slavery in federal territory. In 1820, the Democratic Congress passed the Missouri Compromise and reversed the earlier policy permitting slavery in almost half of the federal territories. Several states were subsequently admitted as slave states. And for the first time since the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution, slavery was being officially promoted by congressional policy. Yet, the only way for the Democratic Congress to promote slavery was to ignore the principles in the founding documents. As founding father and President John Quincy Adams explained, the first step of the slaveholder to justify by argument the peculiar institutions of slavery is to deny the self-evident truths of the Declaration of Independence. He denies that all men are created equal. He denies that they have inalienable rights. Several other pro-slavery laws were also passed by Democrats in Congress, including the 1850 Fugitive Slave Law. That law required Northerners to return escaped slaves back into slavery, or else pay huge fines. In many instances, the law became little more than an excuse for Southern slave hunters to kidnap free blacks in the North and carry them into the slavery in the South. For if a black was simply accused of being a slave, regardless of whether he actually was or not, under the Fugitive Slave Law, he was denied the benefit of both a jury trial and the right of habeas corpus, despite the fact that those rights had been explicitly guaranteed by the Constitution. Because the Fugitive Slave Law became little more than a law to sanction kidnapping, whenever a slave hunter entered a state such as Massachusetts, broadsides were printed to warn Black Americans about this threat to their freedom. To all the good people of Massachusetts, be it known there are now 3 slave hunters or kidnappers in Boston looking for their prey. Such broadsides were published when it was learned that a slave hunter had come north. The anti-slavery states wanted to make sure that every Black American in the North could take cover so they would not be kidnapped and taken to slavery in the South. Look at these, you guys. These are like the old, this is what they used to put up. Look at these little, this is caution, colored people, or Boston, one and all. You are hereby respectfully cautioned and advised to avoid conversing with the watchmen and police officers of Boston. Proclamation, good people of Massachusetts, slave hunters, kidnappers. This is the things they put up. Oh my gosh, this is interesting. I'm sorry, but this stuff is so interesting. And then here's the thing of the sermon. I was reading to you the sermon that was from their sermon. I just find this old, historic stuff so interesting. Okay, I'll stop boring you there, but I find it so interesting. Remember, we're on page 19, okay? Next time, we're on page 19 next time. If those of you who are a little bit younger, in your 20s, whatever, listen, you can learn a lot by reading. And certain people do want to push a narrative, and it's not the truth, okay? Thank you, baby Karen. Are you hot? Get better? You guys, my nails are just breaking off. What time is it? God, tomorrow's only Wednesday, you guys. I wish it was frickin' Friday. I think Sosa might be coming tomorrow night. Hey, Nick. I was reading from this book. I have something in my tooth. I swear it's driving me nuts. Hold on. Oh, sorry. Setting the Record Straight, American History in Black and White. It's a good book. It's very interesting. I miss Sosa. I miss my baby. Should I have a Snickers ice cream bar? Baby carrot, should I? Baby carrot, dick. Remember? All right. Oh my gosh. Do I want to go to bed? Remember that song? Bum, bum, bum. Let's go to bed. That's by The Cure, I think. Who likes The Cure? Have you heard them? There's someone behind me? Don't scare me like that. No, there's not. Don't do that to me. If Sosa was here, he'd protect me. I don't like those Twix bars, you guys. I don't like the Twix bars. I'm thinking about cutting my hair, you guys. I know I say that all the time. You love The Cure? Me too. What about The Cult? Remember The Cult? Oh, remember that one song? And the world, hold on. And the world, what song is that? She Sells Sanctuary. That's a good song. That's not by The Cult. The Ministry too. Remember The Ministry? Oh, I want to hear this song by The Ministry. You know what? They blocked in some territories my last video for that one song. You saw The Cult live, Baby Carrot? Gosh, you know, that music was so awesome. Remember The Fix? Green light means go if you don't. Oh, Nick, that was from Save Robbie. Green means go. Oh, you remember that? Green means go if you don't already know that it puts you something, 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 something. Green means go. Yeah, I liked that song. Okay, here it is. I love this song. Hold on. Yeah, I'm glad you're here. I love that. You remember that from so long ago. wanted to tell her till I looked in her eyes. Remember Depeche Mode? Oh, Depeche Mode. They were good too. There are flies on the windscreen. You touch me, baby. Oh, you want to hear this song? Hold on. Tell me if you know this song. Yeah, he was. We were going live together all the time back then. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. Come on. Hold on. We've been having, even in the office, we're having Wi-Fi issues. Why is it? You heard me. Anything. I don't care. I don't care. I love it. What do you want me to do today? Don't be shy. Oh my gosh, this is when I was in my little dark days. When I was in my little Madonna days. Oh, you taste so good. Oh, yeah, taste so good. Oh, yeah, taste so good. Tomorrow night, Criminal Minds is on again, you guys. You know that? Oh my gosh, I love this old music. Dream Team is in the house. Boom, na, na, na. Dream Team and Gentlemen and is in the house. And Dream Team and Gentlemen and Dream Team and Gentlemen and ladies. The Dream Team is here. Oh, yes, they're here. Hey, I don't. The Dream Team is here. Ladies and gentlemen, have you heard? The Dream Team is back to spread the word. Well, hit me on the one and don't delay. The Dream Team is here, gonna make good day. We came here to kill, and this is what I do. The music don't kiss it, and the blind looks real. Gotta get what we got, even get us up wine. And what you need, you can jive along. So without hesitation, you'll see a word about the L.A. Dream Team is in the house. The Dream Team is here. Oh, yes, they're here. It's European singing contest? Really? I need to screenshot that. Hold on. I'll watch it. Where's it on? What's it on? Damn it, it's not going to screenshot it. Put it in my comment section, okay? After the video. Put it in my comment section because I can't screenshot it for some reason. Where is it? Hey. And my man keep rolling. We're kicking that phone, and it goes with something like this. Tag team, back again. Check it, correct it, let's begin. Party fight. Here's the noise, you see in the house, jump, jump, jump. There's a party over here, party over there, with your hands in the air, shake it there, yeah. These three words, we're getting busy. Whoop, there it is, and I hear you say, whoop, there it is. 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 Upside down and inside out. I'm about to show all you folks what it's all about. Get on the mic and make this motherfucking party hot. I'm taking it back to the old school, like the old folks, I'm so cool. And then show the way, hey, there it is, and I hear you say, oh, there it is, a bit louder. This is Dragon Melon. Hey Spidey. Do you guys remember the SOS band? Stick it, flip it, and ride that B-double-O-T-Y, oh my. Ooh, there it is, I'm done. There it is. Ooh, oh, it's good. Daily Vibes. It's the only one of these I will vape. This, the old 80s and 90s. Hey, hey. But I like all music. Hey, hey. I like some commanding you people dancing. Whoa, shit, that's a breathtaker. The Undertaker. Let me hear. Can you dig it, fool? Can you dig it? Can y'all dig it? Can you dig it? Can y'all dig it? Oh, do you guys remember Y2K? It's a guy who's got it. Toot It and Boot It. Do you remember that song? Someone get their mom, I think their grandma. Complete action. And a place to be. Bring it back up, bring it back. Here we go. Okay. Hold on. Who remembers Debbie Deb? Yeah, pick some songs. They'll take this video down because it's music, but that's okay. I can lose my monetization. It's okay. We have fun playing music. Do you guys remember Debbie Deb? Look out weekend, 'cause here I come. Because weekends were made for fun. Wake him up and ask him to be on the team, and then you will. What is the plan for him to get? We at this point are going to be a team. Dana, what is that? I don't understand, honey. What's my body count? I've never harmed anybody in my life except an ex-boyfriend one time when we were dating. I punched him because he kicked in my car after I just got it out of the shop. I was pissed. He ended up becoming a lawyer. He ended up going to treatment. which I supported him through. What a sucker I was. Oh, body count is people you. I thought it meant people that I've. Uh-oh. Rifles is back. Hello. um, a lot. I'd say that. I told you guys. Hey, I'm an open book. I used to be a hussy. Hoochie mama, as they would call it in my day. Hey, Dinesh. Hello, Ruffles. Be nice. Be nice tonight, okay? They used to call, yeah, in my day, when I was younger, they would call us hoochie mamas. Can you play Think About Things? Think About Things by I don't even know how to pronounce that. Do you guys remember Dido? Oh, Dido. She sang this one song. It was beautiful. It was very depressing. It was back when Jodi Arias was, what she did to Travis Alexander. And for some reason, that song, when I hear it, brings me back to that time. It's Icelandics. Oh, but in English. Hold on. Can you believe that, Jodi? It's just crazy that she ended up becoming a psycho. Think About Things. Let me see.
When emergency strikes, first responders are the first ones in. But on outdated
Thank you for the
networks,
thumbs up,
the
guys.
crucial technology they depend on is limited.
Og svo erum við með næsta tónlistaratriði, það Daði og gagnamagnið. Think About Things.
Always repent. Amen, Sandwich. Thank you. Yes, always repent. Ask for forgiveness for everything we do that. She's covering the eyes of the kids because they're shaking their butts. I kind of like it.
When we are together, there isn't anywhere that I would rather be.
It gives me kind of that, not that 70s vibe, but like kind of a awkward family, like, I don't know how to explain it. Apple Arcade gift and just for you. Get now when eating that wizard monkey. Can we get a... Charlie, come on. Show your intelligence a little bit more, okay? That just is nothing when you come in and ask for or say things like that. I mean, you're just wasting brain cells. Oh, let's listen to Lisa Richards.
These motherfuckers know what you did, bro. Motherfuckers know what you're doing, dude. You know what? It's on. It's on. It's on. You're about to see me and Kim Rand go at it big time, dude. Big fucking time, dude. Me and Kim? Oh, yeah. It's on, Kim. It's fucking on, you hear me? Get your stupid fucking recordings together, bitch. Shove your recordings up your fucking ass, cunt. I don't care what the fuck this bitch got to fucking say. Fuck her, dude. So I got 4 minutes till fucking chime. L. Richard 5. L. Richard 5. You are, because you're a fucking loser. There's nothing better to do than follow me around on the fucking internet. But don't want to help me with nothing, cunt. Are you going to follow around, bitch, when I die of starvation? Huh? Are you going to follow around then, bitch? Loser.
Yeah,
Bitch is a
they're the
loser.
loser. Okay.
You got any smokes? No. Was that the thing? I know. I gotta try to get $1 at least to get something to drink. I feel dehydrated. These fucking people suck.
Working?
Huh?
Working?
What do you mean working?
Doing anything?
No.
Money hard? What?
Yeah, the TikTok stuff. You got these fucking people on here making up
I
all these
think she
lies
just
about me
got
and shit.
found
And
out.
then they fucking, you know what I mean? This is stupid.
Poor Lisa's been e-begging for 4 years, spending her money on rugs, lying to people, killing off her family, you know. And if people don't send her money, she threatens them and says, oh, I'm going to expose you for giving me money behind the scenes when you tell everybody you don't, if you don't send me money right now. She's an entitled, it's unbelievable. But the internet has created this monster right here, Lisa Richard. I mean, I don't know who in their right mind would send somebody like that money. I mean, calling people names. Hey, Robert. Calling people names, threatening them if they don't send her money, using people's cash apps. You know, all the people whose cash apps that she's borrowed and had money sent to, those people are going to have to pay taxes on that money. It's like, and all she does is use it for crack. That's what she spends the money on. And people know it, and they still send it to her. I don't get it. Good, Free Willy. I know. Finally, Robert, it's about time. I'm getting ready to get off of here. I've been on here over an hour. Is your Lisa's hungry and thirsty as always, and threatening people, right? Yeah. And no one even sends me $1 to my Cash App. I'm just kidding. I could never come on and beg like that. Like, even if I was homeless, I wouldn't be able to do it. I have too much pride, you know? I would be trying to help myself. She doesn't try to, she's had her kids taken away. She's lost her apartment. She got kicked out of her parents' house. I mean, and she says it's everybody else's fault that she's in the position she's in right now. When she could go to treatment right now, have a nice warm bed to sleep in, have 3 squares a day. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's the one who won't help herself. It's everybody else's job to send her money to take care of her. Finally, yes. Yes, girl. That wizard monkey, I don't care. I don't let people get to me like that. It's like how miserable these people have to be to come in and say those things. You know what I'm saying? It's like, obviously I don't look like a man who's turning myself into a woman. So, you know, it's so stupid. Hey, trans. What's wrong? Is your mama not paying enough attention to you, sweetheart? I'm sorry. You never let me know when you're going live, so I just have to check every hour. Oh, I get it, Robert. I was just giving you a hard time. What's chopping, slime? Levi? I don't know. What's chopping? What's crack-a-lacking? Lisa Richards crack-a-lacking. Lisa Richards. Sometimes she comes up, listen, I'm not trying to be mean, but I can't stand her, okay? I have no sympathy for somebody who does nothing for themselves. I have no respect for somebody like that, and that treats people like that. People who have really given their hard-earned money to her, and she treats them like that and threatens them and everything. But she'll come on, oh, I'm not high, I'm not using the money for that. And she's got the residue, and she's got the burn marks from light. You know, my sister's a crack addict. I know what a crack addict does, sounds like, looks like, their mannerisms. And it's so, you can see it. Eduardo gifted $1,000. Where is it, Eduardo? I could really use that. You can always hit the super chat and do it that way. Upstart loves opiates. Opiates are bad. They are bad. Just say no to opiates, okay? I mean, if you need them for surgery, something like that, I get it. But don't take them any longer than a week, because then you'll be on them for 12 years like I was. And I've been off them since 2013. They you know, at first, Upstart, I agree. At first they do. They take your pain away. You feel like a warm feeling, you know. But then it doesn't stay that way. So it's been a lifetime. A week. I would only take them a week. Would you like a big baby from Trans Eurotrol? You look a little over 20. Times 3. Come back to your job. Which one? Which job? Tell me. My whole family has addiction issues. You have to go? Okay, bye. Have a good night. She looks like you know who my favorite trans streamer is? You know who? Do you want to guess? Blair White is my favorite trans streamer. Blair White is awesome. Do you guys know who Blair White is? She's pretty cool. She gets it. She gets it. She knows that she's biologically a male, but she lives as a female, and that's how she says it. She uses common sense. People that want to say that they are a tree, or they're in love with their cat and they are married to their cat. Oh, Blair White's gorgeous too, yeah. I would respectfully call her she. I can respect people's pronouns, but it doesn't take away from the fact that they are still biologically what they are. You can't, there's no denying that. And the push to try to convince people that it's not what it is, it's crazy to me. People can live their life how they want, their lives how they want. But and no disrespect. I will be respectful, and, you know, I'm not gonna, whatever, but I don't know. I think it's ridiculous. It's like telling us to look up into the sky when it's blue and demanding to us that it's green and that we're crazy if we don't see green, you know? You know. Okay, trans enjoyer, I've been nice to you, but you're kind of getting a little out of hand, so some of these people need to go. Bye. Bye. My name is Sharo. I don't know how to say it. Oh, you guys, we had a meeting call with our attorney. The attorney that handles our evictions and stuff like that. Dang. I had never seen him before. Only emailed and talked to him on the phone, but damn. I'm sure he's married. Damn it. All the good ones are taken. All the good ones are taken, guys. Okay, well, let's finish. Let's finish listening to Lisa rant real quick, shall we?
You know what I mean? But yeah, that's what I do. Like my TikTok stuff, but that's about it for right now, you know? So.
He said, are you working? What did he say? Money whoring or something like that? What if he's not? I don't know, Rifles, but I'm not going to ask him. He is. He's too damn good looking and nice, so.
You what? Yeah. It's just, I know, it's fucking ridiculous. But yeah, guys, now I have 3 minutes. L. Richard 5. Chime. LRICHARD number 5 at the end. I got 4 minutes. Let me see if this is this fucking cunt requesting again. I swear to God.
Listen, she uses that C word. It's disgusting. He's probably too young for me too,
Yep.
Rifles.
Yep, another fucking request. Another fucking request.
Aww.
On Chime.
Poor
Another
Lisa.
request on Chime. Yeah, I'll do it when you give me my shit back. In my fucking house. Yeah,
What?
I'm on my live stream. Bitch put mustard all over my fucking shit down at the house. And she wants me to do something for her.
I can find somebody else.
Okay, yeah, so go find them.
I will.
Okay.
What
This
a
ain't
bunch
fucking
of...
government phone, bitch. How about you have no phone?
How about your mama?
0. So are you.
How about your mama?
0. So are you.
Hey, Twisted Maiden. Robert, she's in, what you call it? Pennsylvania. Ew. Okay, Corey, you go have fun with that. She's mad because she doesn't have her rugs. And she's walking the streets, yelling at everybody, demanding that, she's starving, you guys. She hasn't eaten in days. And she comes on and she fake cries, right? Last week, what did I go? 3 days without eating? I wasn't near crying. Like, what the hell? It's every day she comes on crying. I am starving. Even though there's so many soup kitchens where she is, there's so many places she could go eat. And she's too good for that, guys. She's too good. She's too used to all of these people on TikTok sending her money. Well, the money train's slowing down for her a little bit, and I think that's why she's getting so pissed off, because she can't buy as much C-Rack, you know what I'm saying? And it's getting her a little upset. She's getting a little bit mad. Yeah. Poor Lisa. Poor Lisa. All right. Well, ew. There's Lori. Lord, ew. Some of these women on here. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, what's on tonight, you guys? I'm gonna look on Peacock. I'm gonna look on Paramount and see what I have I can watch. Yes, I'm a pro. The Gilgo Beach Killer House of Secrets. Ooh, it's a documentary. Let's see. Doug and Carrie, Doug and Carrie, Doug and Carrie, Doug and Carrie. Arthur, 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 Doug and Carrie, Doug and Carrie. There's nothing on, you guys. See, that's why I come on YouTube, because there's nothing on. Ew! You're 10. Ah. Okay, home. Let's see. What's on here? God, come on, Criminal Minds. It needs to be Thursday. Tomorrow's only Wednesday. Damn it. Did you guys ever watch, what's that show? Hold on. What's that damn show? Hold on. Natalia Speaks. Did you ever watch that? Arthur, 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 Doug and Carrie, Doug and Carrie. What's wrong with me? I don't know. What time is it? It's 10 o'clock. It's past my bedtime. Aw, thank you, honey. Baby carrot. You know I have a crush on? That girl on FBI. She's very pretty. I'm good, Dorian. How are you? 33 thumbs up. Thank you so much. Hey, there's only 8 people in here right now. It says, hopefully, where's my hair tie? I just had it. Hopefully, it's all my regulars. Then we can chat by ourselves instead of the trolls that come in here. Hold on. Hi. I need to find my hair tie. I don't know what happened to it. I want Sosa to come over, you guys. Hold, please. Okay, we're gonna read that book next time again. I love this book. Hold on. Hold, please. Hold, please. Where's my pajama bottoms? Where are my PJs, guys? Doug and Carrie, Doug and Carrie, Doug and Carrie, Doug and Carrie. Arthur, 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 Doug. 1 o'clock. Wait, what is it? 1 o'clock? 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Where is my hair tie? 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, we're gonna rock around the clock tonight. This is so crazy, where my fucking hair tie went. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight, we're gonna rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. Oh my gosh, yes. Do you guys remember when I had to get off the stream last night? Do you remember that? My phone rang, and it was one of the residents. And, that's right. Remember I had to jump off of the stream last night? Do you guys remember that? And it was one of the residents. He had flooded his kitchen because, oh my gosh, you guys, I went over there. I was helping him till almost midnight. It was like 9:47 or 11:47. And I had to help him clean up. What he had done was he left the kitchen sink running, and he went into the other room. He was filling up his kitchen sink. He left it running, forgot about it, went into his bedroom, was talking on the phone. I guess next thing he walks out, it got halfway into his living room, it got all the way into his kitchen, and then into the entryway. So I had to get the wet shop vac. Oh my God, it was... That's why I had to jump off the stream last night. It was not fun. At least we had a nice refrigerator to look at. Well, now you have the nice couch and light and chair, you know. Yeah, it was bad. What a headache. It was. Because, you know, Robert, he's a very good tenant. He's very nice. And, you know, I like to help when I can. So I mean, it was a lot. I helped. I said, we need to move out the refrigerator. We didn't move, take the drawer out from under the stove and get all under there. And I told him, since this wasn't a pipe or a leak or anything like that, if luckily it's been hot out and stuff, and the apartment's pretty warm, and hopefully it dries out really good. I said, but if the floor is damaged, then you're responsible. I mean, it's not our fault. It wasn't an issue with something of ours. It was his fault, and he admitted that he did it. So I would give him the shop vac and something happened to you similarly too, Casey? Good morning from Canada. Hello. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna go. I just put on my night sleepy stuff, and I am going to go lay down after I wash my face and brush my teeth. Oh shit, I need to do these couple dishes too. Damn it. You know, this never ends. It never ends, never ends. Tomorrow I have 3 recertifications I have to do. Let's see. In one of the households, there's 3 people. And the other one, there's 2, and the other one there's 2. I need vacation. I need a vacation. I gotta take my vacation. Okay, I'm gonna go. Love you guys. Sweet dreams. Sleep with the angels. I will see you. I don't know if Sosa might be here tomorrow, so tomorrow night. So I might not be on tomorrow night, but depending if I have a good day and I have energy, maybe. If not, if I'm beat, then no. I've just had a little energy the last few days. That's why I've come on. But typically when I get home from work, I'm just exhausted. In the middle of the week, well, I got my budget report done. Today was the last day I could do it, the 10th of the month. So I did not leave work until I had it done. So thank God I don't have to do that tomorrow. Thursday, I have to do Thursday reports. Tomorrow. And I'm going to be able to breathe a little bit because my maintenance is going to be gone. So, whew, he's not going to be coming in and out. All right, guys. You're lucky it was a ground floor. Oh, I know. Well, I think we got it up on time before it would have did any damage like that, Robert. But hopefully, yeah, I don't know. It could have done something. I don't know. It might have leaked through. Thank God, because that would have been another story. I was talking to someone from another property, and she said that when that happened with somebody else, it was his tub, not this guy, but at another property, someone did that with their tub, and they got evicted. They got kicked out, and they were a good resident and everything. So, okay. Good night, guys. Thank you for hanging with me. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon. If I can make it through. Love you guys. Love you, Robert. Sweet dreams. Sleep with the angels. I will see you later. Bye. Bye. Get off of here. Bye.